ones you love. Because you're not just our patients, you're our neighbors. A tradition of advanced care. Learn more at benefice.org.
It is the Benefice Health System pregame show. As we get ready for game number 2, it's the nightcap of the doubleheader. The Bulldogs of Montana Western invading the McLaughlin Center here on the campus of the University of Providence, ready to take on the Argos here. As the Argos come in at 22-6 overall record. Meanwhile, Montana Western has been struggling. They're just below 500 at 11-14. It is part of the Final Four for Providence as they come in, incidentally, with not only tonight but tomorrow night they'll be hosting the Rocky Mountain College Battling Bears. That'll be a same-time tip-off at 7:30. It'll be the final game this weekend. As a matter of fact, there is prep basketball going on over at Great Falls High on the campus there at Swarthout Fieldhouse. It's the District 8C. But also, you've got the Great Falls High Bison. The Lady Bison are hosting the Lady Falcons tonight in the old gymnasium. And then they'll be hosting the Lady Falcons coming up tomorrow night. Or the Lady Falcons coming up tonight. Lady Bronx coming up tomorrow afternoon at 2 p.m. We'll have that game on our sister station, which, by the way, is Fox Sports Radio. Fox Sports tonight, of course, right now, is playing Great Falls High at Billings Skyview as the Bison face the Falcons in the Falcons' nest. Again, if you want to listen in on that, that's AM 1400, 98.3 FM.
Watch over these players and keep them safe from harm as they test their skills against each other. We ask that you help players, coaches, officials, and supporters treat each other as they would want to be treated, with respect, understanding, and appreciation. Give all of us the wisdom to make sportsmanship the enjoyment of competition. Help us to remember that the lessons learned from competition are more important than the final score. With your assistance, we can together be shining examples of our Christian faith and ideals. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen. There's your prayer for this evening here on the...
Make a healthy choice about the air you breathe. Start with the Wave Smart Ventilation Unit to expel the polluted damp air from your basement and crawl space. Then add upstairs a hospital-grade 6-stage air purifier which includes a HEPA filter and a powerful dual UV system. Stop worrying about mold, odors, radon, carbon monoxide, chemicals, and hundreds of other pollutants that are trapped in your home. Visit dryhome123.com and learn how to make your home healthier and fresher all year round. That's dryhome123.com.
At Principal, we get it. You have big plans for your money, but sometimes life has something else in mind. There are twists and turns you never see coming. Twists like job transfers and turns like new family members. Life doesn't always go according to plan. Help you plan for that. Principal, investments, retirement, insurance.
Principal National Life and Principal Life Insurance Companies, Principal Global Investors, Principal Securities, Inc. Member SIPC, member companies of Principal Des Moines, Iowa.
This is Rocky Erickson with a sports story, sponsored by MSU Billings and Universal Athletic.
Hello, this is Bill Coffey, CEO of Stockman Bank. Stockman opened its doors over 65 years ago with a vision to help the people, businesses, and communities of Montana realize their dreams. Today, we continue to fulfill our commitment with products and services uniquely designed for Montanans and a community banking experience built on relationships, integrity, expertise, and results. Stop by any of our 34 locations across Montana and discover the Stockman difference. Stockman Bank, Montana's brand of banking, member FDIC.
This is Rocky Erickson for Universal Athletics. Spring sports have officially started. It's time to get all your spring gear for the season. At Universal, they have track shoes, track apparel, plus baseball and softball bats and gloves. Plus, don't forget about soccer shoes. And most important, layering gear for those chilly spring days. Universal Athletic, your one-stop shop for everything sports. Visit them in store or online at universalathletic.com. He was the oldest of 9. He learned to play basketball on a rutted dirt playground, the only place available at his all-black school in Atlanta. In high school, he was all-state in football and basketball. He chose college basketball over football. Why? Well, they said there were no black quarterbacks at that time. In 64 and 65, he was an All-American, leading his team to the Division II national title game as a sophomore. Then it was off to the NBA. He would be selected to 7 All-Star teams during his 10 years in the league, and twice led the New York Knicks to the NBA championship. All in all, choosing basketball over football turned out very well for the famed Walt Frazier. This is Rocky Erickson.
Thank you, Rocky. As we come back to the McLaughlin Center, we're ready for the starting lineups between these two teams. Let's first to go head coach Mike Larson. He'll start Tanner Haverfield. Haverfield's a 6'4" sophomore. Number 4. Number 12 is Brian Howell, a 6'6" sophomore. 5'11" senior is Derek DeRoche. Number 22. Number 24 is Connor Burkhardt, a 6'7" senior. And the 6'4" sophomore, Carter Kearns, wears number 30 and rounds out the starting 5. For head coach Mark Larson, Mike Larson and Pat Jensen being the assistant coach. For head coach Steve Keller, he'll start Zacchaeus Kelly, 6'6" junior. Number 2, number 33 is Brandon Cotton, a 5'10" senior. Number 11 is Dawson Fowler, a 6-foot freshman. Rashi Stocks also will start at 6'3" freshman. And Jackson Hashley is a 6'7" sophomore. As we go center circle on a triple official set, ready for the start of our nightcap here from the McLaughlin Center. Argos going right to left. Montana Western just the opposite. In the center, there's the official whistle. Ball up, tip controlled by the Argos of the University of Providence. So Providence puts it in motion. And, of course, the top to bottom whites, in case you're watching this off the UP Argos network. The Argos are top to bottom white with that dark blue and fluorescent green trim. As Hashley kicks it out to Fowler, he's going to penetrate in. Gets the move, lays it up underhanded, and gets the 2 to go. Dawson Fowler out of Belgrade. And they're missing him at Belgrade High School this season as they moved up to Class AA, that's for sure. Cedric Boone, by the way, with a 3-pointer off the back of the rim, but it's not in. Ball's going to be tipped around, picked up by Fowler. He's going to kick it down court as he goes off to Cotton. Cotton with a crossover move, lays it up. It's going to be rejected underneath and taken away by Montana Western. Bulldogs have it down 2-0. Just barely into the ball game. Remember, on the men's side of things, it's 2 20s instead of 4 10s. How'd you like to have a week of that? 2 20s and off by Wednesday. That's Cedric Boone with the ball. He's taken the only shot so far for Montana Western. He'll do it from the free throw line that time, and it will not count. They're going to wave it off. So now to inbound out in front court will be Tanner Haverfield. He's yet to touch it, does so for the first time here tonight. Max Clark is now in the ball game. Clark has come in now for Montana Western. Penetrating in just to kick it off right side. Here comes a 3-pointer. Bingo! By Derek DeRocher out of Shoto. From the Shoto Bulldogs to the Montana Western Bulldogs as Kelly kicks it over far side. He'll give it up to Stocks. Stocks inside to Hashley, and Hashley regains the lead for the Argos. Got 2 lead changes already so far. Argos lead it 4-3 early on. That's Clark. Clark has it, baseline. Gives it up to Haverfield for a pull-up jumper, but it's off the front of the rim, no good. Rebound, Kelly down court in a hurry. He gives it up to Cotton for a 3-pointer. Rims out, not there. Hashley kicks it right back out to him, and it's going to be taken away by Montana Western. Here comes Clark. Clark, nice crossover move, puts it up, lays it off the glass, but it won't fall in. Gets his own rebound. It won't go. Hashley gets the defensive board, and a quick outlet pass over to Kelly. Kelly down court. Cotton lays it up, but it's going to be stripped out of his hands. That time stripped by Carter Kearns out of Hamilton. The 6'4" sophomore has some hops. Here comes DeRocher. DeRocher a feed to Clark. As they work the rainbow, Montana Western down by 1, 4-3. Can retake the lead, but no, they don't. It's going to be blocked, and here come the Argos. Down court, Kelly, look away pass. Fowler open 3-pointer, not there. Rebound, Clark. Yet to touch the ball is Connor Burkhardt. The 6'7" senior has yet to even grip that pumpkin. Now working it across the lane is Clark. Clark on dribble. He's going to feed it to DeRocher, who's got the only points for Montana Western. He's got that 3. Shot clock down to 9. Now Burkhart touches it, baseline, going head-to-head against Hashley. Crossover move, shots up, but it's not there. Rebound, fresh 20, but it's stolen away by Kelly on a breakaway. Here comes the one-handed, bam! Kelly with a windmill, one-handed slam. That woke up the crowd as the Argos lead at 6-3 on that one-handed dunk. That's what happens on that breakaway. As with it is Connor Burkhart. Kelly picks up that 2. The Argos lead at 6-3. Nice shot is up and nice in that time by DeRocher. DeRocher's a second field goal, and it's a 2 this time. Hashley gets it down low. Pump fake, baseline. Now he's going to take it from 14 feet out, but it doesn't go. Rebound Kelly, though. So Providence maintains possession as Kelly rolls up and Kelly rolls in. Kelly picks up the 2. The Argos lead by 3, and we're back at 1. Up at the Bill Valley Bank scoreboard, 16:06 remains here in the first. Argos 8, Bulldogs 5. Back in 60 right after this. Timeout.
Johnny got a toy golf set when he was 3, and from that day on, he was hooked. All he wanted to do was golf, golf, golf. He'd be on the links before school, after school. All he ever wanted was to go pro. And then, one day, when he was holding his grandson and thinking about his 12 handicap, Johnny realized it just might not happen for him. But you know what did happen for him? He switched to Geico and saved a bunch of money on car insurance. So that was good, and so was hanging out with his grandson.
You can always count on Miller High Life, the champagne of beers. Always crisp, always easy drinking, always just right. The perfect balance of flavor and refreshment since 1903. Welcome to the High Life. (2019) Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Celebrate responsibly.
Welcome back, everyone, as we come back to the McLaughlin Center with live action underway. 15:42. Argos leading it by 1 now. As up and underneath is Tanner Haverfield as he cuts it to an 8-7 deficit. Argos have it. Kelly with it. Triple team baseline. Goes to Cotton. Gives it out to Stocks. Stocks three-pointer, bingo! Rashi Stocks. He'll crack the whip with a 3. First 3 tonight for the Argos, who lead it by 4, 11-7 at the 15-15 mark. Nice crowd out, of course, wearing pink in recognition of cancer awareness. That's what it is here tonight at the McLaughlin Center, and it looks like the audience, they each have some type of pink in that closet of theirs. Shots up by Boone, three-pointer, bingo. Cedric Boone answers, and it's a 1-point deficit, or a 1-point difference again. The Argos leading at 11-10, and here comes Kelly. Kelly already with a couple of field goals. Ball's almost stolen away by Boone, picked up by Kelly on the loose stuff. Kelly with the ball now for the Argos. Feeds it top side again for Stocks three-pointer, but it rims out this time, no good. Looks like Montana Western can take the lead for the first time here tonight. Cedric Boone on dribble. Well, actually, they've led once. 3-2. Shots by Clark, three-pointer, and it's stuck between the rim and the backboard. Alternating possession arrow is what the officials turn to, and it says it is Bulldog basketball. So with 14:23 on the clock, a fresh 20. And we're checking, I believe Cotton has one. Yeah, Cotton has the only team foul, the only personal foul, as we're getting that squared away. So the Bulldogs to inbound, down by 1, 11-10. They led 3-2 early on. Inbound will go to James Jones. James looks down low, penetrates in. He'll kick it up to Clark for a three-pointer, but it's not there. Rebound into the hands of Fabiz. Joel Fabiz picks up his first DB as he's in the ball game now for Providence. As Darko Taylor takes it all the way in, there's a whistle and a foul on the floor. .1409 remaining in the half. And the first person to foul is James Jones. That goes up against the Bulldogs, who are down by 1. Argos lead it 11-10. Into the ball game is Caleb Currington, as both teams have gone into the bench. So now Currington will inbound in front of the Bulldog bench. as Fowler will inbound now instead of Currington. Everybody shifts. Argos put it in motion. Looks off Currington. Now he gives it to him. Shot clock is at 20. Feed down low to Kelly. Kelly looking for some place. One hands it to Fowler. Now he goes to Starks. Starks inside the lane. Pull up jumper. Can't get the J to fall. Rebound into the hands of Montana Western. Bulldogs have it down by a single point. Here comes Clark. Both teams playing man-to-man, very tight defense. Out in front court, that's Boone. Boone's got a three. Goes to the free throw line. Double team. Pull up Jay, and the fadeaway is good. That's our third lead change now as the Bulldogs lead at 12-11. Argos with the ball, and Kelly feeds it right side to Fowler. Draws a double on the baseline. He's caught. Got to get rid of it. Finally does so to Thabies. Thabies has his man. About a 14-footer. Comes up short. Races for the ball. Saved it in the hands of Montana Western. Bulldogs down court. Here comes Jones. Races behind the back. Dribble to the baseline, but he's cut off. That leaves Haverfield open. No, it's Clark who's going to launch the three-pointer. It's not there. Rebound up with a one-hander that time by Brian Howell. Howell for the Bulldogs. Gives Montana Western their biggest lead, which is 3, up 14-11. Give Stocks is going to pop from there. His three won't go. And a whistle and a foul. And a whistle and a foul on the floor. And we've got a timeout, a media timeout. We're going to come back in a moment and find out who that foul was on. I believe it was on Max Clark, but we'll decide that in a moment. Up at the belt, Valdebeck scoreboard. 12:48 remains in the half. It's the Bulldogs 14, Argos 11. Back in 60 with more after this timeout.
You're a small business owner, and there's nothing small about what you do. That's why Small Business Technology Advisors give you trusted advice, one-on-one partnership, and tailored tech solutions, like computers with Intel Core processors, servers, storage, networking, plus thousands of top-brand electronics, accessories, and software. No matter your technology needs, Dell is here to help your small business do big things. Call 877-BUY-DELL to speak with an advisor today. That's 877-BUY-DELL.
Dad, what are you doing?
Cramming for college.
I'm the one going to college.
Yeah, but we need to figure out how we're going to pay for it all.
Discover Student Loans.
Discover does student loans?
Yeah, they're one of the top private student loan lenders in the country. It takes 15 minutes or less to apply, and there are no fees for the life of the loan. Best of all, I can earn cash rewards if I get good grades.
Really?
Yeah, we still have time to apply and get a great rate.
So I can just chill. College kids still say that, right?
No one says that, Dad.
Really?
Yeah.
Visit discoverstudentloans.com to apply today. Limitations apply.
12:48 remains in the half, the first half, as opposed to the second. And as we come back to live action, that was the first person to foul on Max Clark, the 6'3" junior out of Lawrenceville, Georgia. Gives the Argos the ball down by 3, 14-11 underneath their own bucket. To inbound will be Cotton. He's on the baseline. There's the whistle, and he'll puts it in play. Looking for someplace, finally gives it to Hashley. Hashley holds it up for the Argos, takes it right to the rack this time. He's getting body, so he feeds it to Kelly. Kelly lays it up and in. Boy, he had the angle on that one on the baseline, and you just found the right bank shot. Here comes Boone, down court. Montana Western double team, one-handed slam, but he's going to miss it. And that incidentally was Howell. Brian Howell went for the double hand, and he misses the one-hander. As he goes to Fowler. Fowler now for the Argos, picking up the loose stuff, and a whistle and a foul. And Brian Howell, who incidentally is the 6'6" sophomore out of Wilmington, North Carolina, picks up whistle number 1, team foul number 3. He had an open look at it, wanted to go 2, said that he went one-handed, and he just missed that one-hander. He lost the grip. Otherwise, that would have been a really nice slam as well. Three-pointer bingo by Hashley. Hashley with a three-pointer bingo. That gives the Argos a 2-point lead, up 16-14. For our fourth lead change here tonight. We have yet to be tied other than 0-0. Inside to Howell. Howell gets his man up, moves it one-handed, and lays up too much. This time he lays it up on the second offensive territory, and he gets that one to go. So Howell gets that one to drop. And we are tied for the first time here tonight at 16 all. Shot taken but not making by Kelly. And here comes Montana Western. It's Boone inside the lane. He's got to get rid of it. It's a mismatch on as Howell kicks it back out to Boone. He's open for a three-pointer, but it's not there. Ball tipped into the hands of DeRocher for a three-pointer. It won't fall. Rebound, Jake Wetzel. Wetzel in the ballgame now for the Argos. Down court, Hashley goes up, lays it off the glass and in. Nice alley-oop that time by Jackson Hashley as he skied over everyone to get that one. Picked up his 7th point here this evening. And the lead now, the Argos by 4, or make that by 2, 18-16. 11 minutes on the clock. Under 11 now, left to play here in the first half. A pull-up jumper, 18 all. That time Boone, who's knocked out a 3 and a couple of 2s, has knotted it at 18 apiece. Here goes Kelly on dribble for the Argos. Gives it up to Hashley. Hashley is known to make a 3. Keeps it himself. One hands it his right hand, and he knocks it in for a nice spin move that time by Jackson Hashley. He's a left-handed southpaw, and of course he dropped that one in right-handed, so a pretty nifty move. Boone behind the back dribble. Pull-up jumper on Wetzel. Doesn't go. Rebound tipped into the hands of Montana Western. They maintain possession. Now here comes a three-pointer. Bingo by James Jones. Argos down by 1, 21-20. As we come down to the midway point of no return. That's right, 10 minutes left to play here in the first half. Cotton takes it in the lane. Ball stripped out of his hands. Howell picks up the loose stuff from Montana Western. Down court, Jones just nailed a 3. He'll give it up to Haverfield. He wants a 3. Not there. Rebound, here comes Cotton. Down court for the Argos, and he wants a 3 at this end. It won't go, so it's run and gun, huffing and puffing in the early part of this ball game. 21-20, Bulldogs lead. The Argos with the ball is Jones. He wants the screen, penetrates, cut off. That leaves Haverfield open for a three-pointer. Bingo! Left him open on the baseline jumper. Knocked the tray down. So here comes Kelly now. Feeding into Hashley. Hashley lays it off the glass, up and in. Hashley, the big guy down low. Him and Howell are going at it. Just knocked it off the glass for double figures now. That's 11 points on the evening. Cuts it to 2. Going up, but not going in. Ball tipped up into the hands of Jones. Stays at Montana Western. They'll one-hand it to Haverfield for a three-pointer. Bingo! And we've got a timeout on the floor. Let's take the break. Up at the Bell Valley Bank scoreboard, 8:46 remains in the half. It's the Bulldogs 27, the Argos 22. Back in 60 with more after this timeout.
Welcome to the biggest thing in tacos since tacos. Introducing the Taco Perfecto from Taco John's. That's right, we said it, perfecto, Spanish for perfect. We designed it with an extra long shell to give you the best bite every bite. Choose between seasoned beef, grilled chicken, or upgrade to hand-carved sirloin steak. Sure, it was hard to perfect, but it's easy to eat. The Taco Perfecto from Taco John's. Bigger, bolder, better.
At Benefis Health System, we know that the foundation of a strong community is the health of its women and children. It's why we offer advanced care through services such as women's wellness, birth care, NICU, and pediatrics. At Benefis, we are here to offer reassuring support every step of the way and for every generation. We care for this community because we're a part of it, just like you. A tradition of advanced care. Learn more at benefis.org.
Welcome back, everyone, as we come back to live action, ready to inbound. Will be the Argos at the 8:46 mark left to go in the half. And it'll be Cotton to inbound to Kelly, down by 5. Worst deficit for the Argos so far tonight, as Providence is down 27-22 against Montana Western. Wetzel for a three-pointer. Bingo! Jake Wetzel. He cocked the hammer and pow, just like that. He's 1 for 1. Cuts it to 2, down 27-25. Here comes Jones on dribble. Looks off the 3, wants to penetrate in for the spin move. He's cut off, and I believe Wetzel tipped it out, but no, they're going to say he did not touch it. I thought Wetzel may have tipped it on the way out, but they're going to give it to the Argos. As that spin move by Jones was looking for somebody down low, which I believe was Kearns. But here comes Kelly now for Providence. Wetzel, Kelly. Kelly wants to penetrate, gets past Jones, lays it up left-handed, but just too much on it. Rebound is Max Clark. Clark down court for Montana Western. Jones at the free throw line. He'll give it up, go to Kearns. Kearns kicks it out in front court now to Clark. The shot clock is down to 18. Clark with the ball and the dribble. Penetrates, gives to DeRocher from Shoto. Three-pointer, bingo! Once again, it's a 5-point difference. Kelly down 30-25, dribbles it in. It's going to be partially blocked that time by Burkhart, so here come the Bulldogs. DeRocher, another three-pointer, but this one doesn't go. Rebound, it's going to be Kearns, whistle and a foul. Nope, they're going to say Kearns just tipped it out. So no harm, no foul on Carter Kearns. It'll just be an Argo basketball. Down by 5, 30-25 at the 7:32 mark here in the first. First half action, and here comes Kelly on dribble. Kelly waving everybody off, makes his move left. Now heads toward the paint. He's inside, and a nice little spin move that time. I don't know if anybody is quick enough for that spin move. That'll spin heads. Cuts it to 3. Bulldogs lead the Argos 30-27 as Clark is on dribble. Shot clock is down to 18. Clark still on dribble, out in three-point range. Now he steps in the lane and partially blocked that time. Ball's going to be knocked out of bounds. They say it is immediate timeout. Whose possession? Well, I do believe it's the Argos basketball when we come back. Up at the Bell Bank scoreboard, just under 7 remains. It's the Bulldogs 30, Argos 27. Back in 60 with more after this timeout.
Fort Benton, where the West was born. With so much history to see, you're going to need a break. Visit the Clubhouse, a delicious local hotspot where all the best games, drinks, and food come together at one comfortable, low-key sports bar. Sit back and enjoy an ice-cold drink. Take a bite out of a Reuben, French dip, or a juicy burger. Just few of the local favorites. Take advantage of 2-for-1 drink specials, happy hour, and lunch specials. Weekdays at the Clubhouse in Fort Benton, where everyone is treated like a local.
Are you looking for a little more comfort in your life? Call the expert, your Carrier dealer. Carrier dealers are the authorities at getting peak performance from your heating and cooling system. So call your Carrier dealer first. He has ways of making you very comfortable. Carrier, turn to the experts.
For over 30 years of commitment to Carrier, contact A.T. Clemens for a free estimate, 452-9541.
As we get ready to come out of the immediate timeout, 6:59 remains here in the half. Argos down by 3. Bulldogs up 30-27, and I believe with the ball. Yes, underneath their own bucket, so they do maintain possession. And inbounding will be Clark. Clark, right side baseline. There's the whistle. No slap, but everybody moves off the screen. They're going to go to Kearns deep in the baseline. He's in the corner. He kicks it back out to Clark. Clark sets it in motion as he works left to DeRocher. DeRocher inside the lane to Burkhart. Burkhart with a spin move of his own. And he lays it off the glass. Argos again down by 5. 32-27. As Darko Kelly takes it inside the lane. Loses the grip. Gets it. Maintains double team and a whistle and a foul as he sets up his defender off of his left hip. And then spin moves right, and he's well underneath the basket. Knows exactly where he is on the floor. And that's number 2, incidentally, on Max Clark. The 6'3 junior out of Lawrenceville, Georgia. Picks up whistle number 2. Team foul number 4 versus the Argos 1. Kelly, free throw line, up but not in. Kelly, right now 8 points, 4 deuces, but not a single one. Fowler will come in. Stocks will come out on the Argo substitution. So Providence will also have in Thabes as Jake Wetzel hits the floor, or hits the bench. Kelly at the free throw line. Looking for his first free throw, and he gets this one to go. Argos have cut it to 4, down 32-28. Here comes Cedric Boone. Boone on dribble. He'll feed it left side now to Burkhart. Burkhart for the Bulldogs, and the ball's tipped on. Glanced off the backboard by Hashley, and here comes the Bees. Down court is Cotton. He's too far underneath. Can't get it to go. Fowler, Hashley, goodbye basketball as Hashley puts it in, sitting right now at 13 lucky points. Cuts it to 2, 32-30. 6 minutes mark left to play here in the first half. That's Boone. Boone looking over to DeRocher. DeRocher. He'll feed it left side to Boone. Boone's got a 3 on the way. In and out, no good. Rebound, Kelly. Kelly across the 10-second line. Doesn't look for an outlet pass. Wants to penetrate in. Lays it off the glass, but it won't go. 5:43 remains here in the half. And Kelly back at the free throw line to try to knock this thing up for the third time tonight. We've been at 16 and at 18 all. There have been 4 lead changes. And right now the Bulldogs lead at 32-30 with 5:43 remaining in the half. On the first person to foul on Cedric Boone. Kelly for the Argos, and it goes. Missed his first, but he's made his last 2, and he can make it 32 all on this free throw. Pretty healthy crowd on hand wearing pink tonight. Big thank you within support. Rebound tipped out by Kearns. It'll be Argo basketball underneath their own bucket. As Kelly has missed 2 for 4 tonight, but he's also made 2 for 4. Inbounding will be Cotton now. Gives it to Kelly. Kelly, right side free throw line, pull up jumper for the lead. Can't get it to go. Rebound. It'll be Burkhart. Burkhart, outlet pass over to Boone. Montana Western with the ball at a 1-point lead, up 32-31. 5:25 remaining here in the half. Shot clock down to 16. Finally, Jones makes a move toward the three-point range. A three-pointer. A whistle and a foul on Hashley. And Jones will be at the free throw line shooting 3. Stops the clock at 5:20 remaining here in the half. And it'll be number 1 on Jackson Hashley. So here comes Jones. James Jones, 6'4" junior from Chicago. The Windy City. Jones is first of 3. Yes. He'll get 1 more to go. Jones will. And then 1 after that. That's only the second time whistled here in this half, incidentally, against the University of Providence. So now, Jones will get the 3rd of a 3-shot foul as Hashley picked up his first whistle on that 3-point possibility. Hashley gets the rebound off the miss by Jones. So now here comes Kelly. Kelly with the ball looking for a screen. Gives it up to Cotton right side. Cotton with the ball. Takes it to the free throw line. Dribbles in, inside the paint, kicks it back out to Fowler. Shot clock is down to 10 as they feed it to Hashley on the baseline. Hashley going head to head against Burkhart. Gets his man moving, lays it up off the glass and in. 15 points by Hashley as he's muscled his way in there. He's got that bank shot down to a T, basically. As Jones is fouled at the free throw line, he will not be shooting. It's a hold on the floor for team foul number 3. And that is the first person to foul on Joel Thabiz. Thabiz will come out. Back into the ball game is Stocks on the Argo substitution. 4:39 on the clock. Inbounding will be Kearns. Kearns, he'll give it up now to Boone. Boone for Montana Western, breaks toward the hoop, cut off by Cotton. He's got to kick it out in front court now. He's on the baseline, finally does so to Jones. Shot clock down to 9. Jones looking for a screen, sets up for a 3. No, DeRocher, no, goes to Kearns. 2 seconds, 1 second, and 1 second left on the shot clock as it was knocked out of bounds. They will not reset. So with 1 second, Montana Western will inbound underneath their own bucket. Kearns to inbound. 1 on the shot clock. No slap. Everybody moves. Looking for out in front court. No, he one-hands it to Howell. Howell one-hands it, and he gets the shot off before the buzzer. Fowler now inside the lane. Pump fake. Hashley. Hashley's going to take his man up. He one-hands it. Left-hands it. He can't get it to go. Comes up limping that time. And now here comes Montana Western off that missed shot. They go inside to Howell. Howell facing Hashley. He's going to kick it out front court to Kearns. Shot clock at 16. Jones all the way up, but it can't fall. Yeah, the crowd, a healthy one, dressed out in pink tonight. And they're liking this one-point ball game. Right now, the Bulldogs of Montana Western lead it by 134-33 at the 3:49 mark here in the first half. First personal foul on Rashi Stocks for the Argos. Bulldogs at the free throw line. It is Jones. He's 2 for 3 tonight. He was just there moments ago. This one up and this one in. Gives a little breathing room, but very little for the Bulldogs as they're up by 2, 35-33. That is the 4th team foul, by the way, this half against Providence. Kearns comes out on the sub. Jones once again for Montana Western. This one here, backspin, but not in. And Stocks will pick up the defensive miss. Here comes Kelly on dribble. Down by 2, 35-33. Gives it to Hashley. Hashley pump fake for the lead. Instead, he's going to try to go for the 2. And that is team foul, I believe, number 5. Nope, number 6 on Montana Western this half. And it's the second personal foul on Cedric Boone. The Argos will inbound underneath their own bucket. Inbounding will be Cotton. 3:34 remaining here in the half. Cotton, no slap at the ball, but everybody moves off the screen. Fowler off a big screen as Darko Kelly came over, and on the picket fence, Fowler was open, wide open for the easy lay-in. We're knotted at 35 apiece, and Kelly comes up with a steal. Down court, Stocks for the lead, lays it up and in. And we've got a timeout on the floor called by head coach Mike Larson at the John 3:16 mark up the Valley Bank scoreboard. Argos 37, Bulldogs 35. Back in 60 with more after this timeout.
Think about it. Caesar Saturdays with college football. Champagne Sundays with NFL games. Margarita Mondays with homemade mix. Not your average casino. It's the Cash Out Casino. The one that's well lit, safe, and secure. Don't just go gamble. Go for the experience. Yes! Demand more from your gaming experience. Cash Out Casino, 1308 10th Avenue South.
Do you have a Class A or Class B CDL license, like to help people, and are looking for a rewarding job with a growing team? Then look no further than the strength and reliability of an Ox. Ox & Son Towing and Recovery is looking for the right CDL towing and transport driver to join their team. Knowledge of the industry is a plus, but is not needed. CDL is a must. They are willing to train the right applicant. Call Ox with Ox & Son Towing at 406-868-4142 for more information.
As we come out of the timeout, Montana Western called for traveling, so a turnover against the Bulldogs. Argos have it with 3 on the clock here in the first half and a 2-point lead up 37-35. We've had 5 lead changes now as Kelly wants to add to that with a 3-pointer, but it won't go. Rebound Howell. It's Brian Howell with the big DB. Quickly down court. Montana Western looking to shoot the 3. Instead, they're going to go to Haverfield. And Haverfield has it stolen out of his hands by Stocks. Bounce pass to Kelly. Kick off to Stocks from the free throw line. Stocks will lay it in. Rossi Stocks giving the Argos a 4-point margin, up 39-35. 2:25 here in the half. First half winding itself down with Clark giving to Howell, who's posting up right side wing. Howell looking to find Jones. Shot clock down to 14. Jones looks into Howell, finally gives it to him. Howell turned around, one hands it, and he just had the right pitch to it. Drops it in for a deuce. Argo lead is cut to 2, 39-37 as here comes Kelly. Kelly waves everybody off from the right side. Tries to look inside, goes to Hashley. Hashley already with 15 points. Gives it up to Fowler. Stocks wastes no time for a 3. Not there. Clark with the DB keeps it himself. Montana Western with the ball. Down to 145. Down by 2, 39-37 as Clark dribbles all the way in and lays it in for the knot up at 37. That's Max Clark's first 2 points this evening. 39 all. As Kelly has it, trying to break the tie with a one-hander, and it won't go. Clark at the 1-2-3 mark here in the first half. Brings it down court off the miss. Takes it all the way in, and a whistle and a blocking foul against... That's against Cotton. Brandon Cotton, the 5'10" senior from Tacoma, Washington. He'll pick up his second personal foul, team foul number 5. And here comes Currington now. Currington will come in for Cotton. They call that the CC Factory. Cotton and Currington. A non-shooting foul, so inbounding will be Clark. That's a triple C then. Clark to inbound for Montana Western. Kicks it out in front court as he goes to Jones. Jones with a mismatch takes it all the way in, and he beat Hashley to the hoop. Jones got the 2, and that's our 6th lead change here after being tied 4 times. 104.9, the Wolf, as Hackley gets it inside the lane. A whistle of a foul as he tried to put that one. He was double teamed. He was fronted by Burkhart, and Haverfield picks up the whistle and a foul from behind. So Hashley at the free throw line. The Argos down by 1, 41-39 with Starr. 101.7 up to play here in the first half. Hashley's first. Ooh, comes up a little bit short. Hashley didn't have much spring in his legs. He's heavily braced on that right knee. The southpaw looking to cut it to 1. It is up, but it is not there. Rebound Stocks. He will lay it up. It won't go. Kelly for the tip-in tie. Kelly makes it 41 apiece. And now here come the Bulldogs. Onto the Western with the ball. 41 apiece. Jones on dribble. Takes the screen. Goes to the free throw line. Tries to get past. Can't do it. Goes to Haverfield. He dribbles in for a double team. Kicks it out to DeRocher. Shot clock down to 9. Gives it to Jones. Jones lives it to Haverfield for a three-pointer, but it's not there. Rebound Kelly. 24 seconds on the clock. Kelly out front court. The shot clock is turned off. It's down to 15. That's team foul number 7. We might see a single bonus to break the tie with 14.9 remaining. Coming into the ball game will be Cedric Boone. Cedric Boone will come in. He's the entertainer, by the way. He'll come into the ball game for DeRocher. With 14.9 seconds remaining here in the half, Kelly at the free throw line off the second personal foul on Jones to shoot for the Argos and give Providence at least a 1-point lead. Plenty of time, though, for Montana Western to come down as Hashley will come out. Back in as the Bees. This is Hashley's first rest and a Gatorade break as he almost played the entire 20-minute half. Kelly with a 1-and-1. It is up and it is not in. Tipped into the hands of Kelly. He takes it right to the rack. The V's will hold up to Fowler. We're down to 10. Kicked it back out to Kelly. We're down to 7. Kelly for a three-pointer. Bingo! 2 seconds, 1 second. Clark has the ball stripped from behind by Stocks. So the Argos will take a 3-point lead into the locker room as Montana Western couldn't get a shot off. So at the end of first half, up at the Bell Bottom-Bank scoreboard, the difference is a Darko Kelly three-pointer. It's the Argos of the University of Providence 44, the Bulldogs of the University of Montana Western 41. We're back in 3 minutes with your Benefice Health System halftime show right after this 3-minute timeout.
At Benefice Health System, our purpose is your health. Because when you're healthy, you don't have to miss out on the moments that matter. The moments that renew your spirit and warm your heart. At Benefice, we're the team that cares about you while we care for you. Because we're not just healthcare specialists, we're your neighbors and friends. And we want to get you back to doing what you love with the people you love. A tradition of advanced care. Learn more at benefice.org.
McDonald's in Great Falls has 3 locations to serve you, and now with the newest McDonald's on the west side, it is a perfect location to keep you fed while attending your favorite sporting event. If breakfast is what you want, you can get it anytime, day or night at McDonald's. Looking for a job? Stop at any of the 3 McDonald's locations and check in with starting pay starting at $9.50 per hour. McDonald's in Great Falls, proud supporters of the sporting events, and would like to welcome you into the city as you participate in your sporting endeavors. McDonald's in Great Falls with 3 locations to serve you. We're loving it.
$1,700 per semester. When it comes to paying for college, think about what makes sense. Great Falls College MSU saves you money. In fact, GFC MSU students pay just $1,700 per semester. It's hard to find a better deal for college. Take your 2-year degree and transfer to a 4-year program on another campus, or take your 2-year degree to a career in fast-growing and high-demand jobs in healthcare, accounting, information technology, and trades. Find out where it all begins. Visit gfcmsu.edu.
So you need a place to stay like home and away, place where you can just unwind.
Eating out when you travel can really be expensive, but the rooms at Staybridge Suites all have fully equipped kitchens, so you can make whatever you like, whenever you like. This is huge, people. Staybridge Suites, hugely different. Visit StaybridgeSuites.com/GreatFallsMT and book your next room to savings.
Staybridge Suites, your home on the road.
Welcome to the biggest thing in tacos since tacos. Introducing the Taco Perfecto from Taco John's. That's right, we said it, perfecto, Spanish for perfect. We designed it with an extra long shell to give you the best bite every bite. Choose between seasoned beef, grilled chicken, or upgrade to hand-carved sirloin steak. Sure, it was hard to perfect, but it's easy to eat. The Taco Perfecto from Taco John's. Bigger, bolder, better.
Are you looking for a little more comfort in your life? Call the expert, your Carrier dealer. Carrier dealers are the authorities at getting peak performance from your heating and cooling system. So call your Carrier dealer first. He has ways of making you very comfortable. Carrier, turn to the experts.
For over 30 years of commitment to Carrier, contact A.T. Clemens for a free estimate, 452-9541. It is the Benefice Health System halftime show as we welcome you back to the McLaughlin Center on the campus of the University of Providence. The soccer team, by the way, is being recognized out there on the court. And congratulations going out to the Lady Argos for winning their conference this past summer. As they take the court, congratulations to one and all. Very so deserving and very so earned, that's for sure, as the University of Providence Lady Argos take the court and the trophies as they brought it on home. So again, congratulations. That was the volleyball team, I'm sorry. That's the Arunas Duda volleyball team out there. Most recently making their way all the way. Making their all the way to, of course, the national finals. Now the hockey team is being introduced, the University of Providence hockey team. They have a tough time making their way out here onto the court because it's not ice. And they're not wearing skates. But they are a promising group of kids, that's for sure. A bunch of college student athletes. Some recognition being out there on the court here this evening. As the University, like I say, of Providence introduced their college hockey team just a year ago. Let's take a look, by the way, at the individual scoring, where the University of Providence leads this one 44-41 over Montana Western, the Bulldogs. As we take a look at, first of all, individual scoring, Darko Kelly with 15. He incidentally has 1 3. The rest are 2s, and he's 2 for 4 at the free throw line. Meanwhile, Jackson Hashley, he's 0 for 2 at the free throw line. He's got a single 3, and the rest are 2s, and he also has 15. Meanwhile, Rashi Stocks, a couple of deuces, a single 3 for a total of 7. You've got Jake Wetzel with a single 3. He's only played like 3 minutes as well for a single field goal. Dawson Fowler has 2 field goals, and he's got a total of 4 points so far for the University of Providence. Now turning our attention to the Montana Western Bulldogs out of Dillon. There's a couple of players with 7s, but there's also a couple of players with 8. And they each have 2 3s and 1 2, and that's Derek DeRocher out of Shoto. And Tanner Haverfield, the hometown boy out of Dillon, each with 2 3s and a single 2 for a total of 8. A couple of 7s, Cedric Boone, the entertainer, a couple of 2s and a single 3. And meanwhile, James Jones has a single 3, but he's also 3 for 5 at the free throw line, and he's got 1 field goal. He's from Chicago, Illinois. The supporting cast includes Max Clark with a single field goal and a total of 2, just as is Connor Burkhardt with 2 points tonight for the Bulldogs. The Bulldogs incidentally turned it over 7 times in this first half. They shot 16 of 39 totally from the field for 41%, 6 of 16 from three-point range for 37.5%, and as I mentioned, they are 3 for 5 from the charity stripe at 60%. The Argos only turned it over 2 times in that first half. They're shooting 50-50 from the field at 19 of 38. They're shooting 33.3% from the three-point range, which is kind of cool, isn't it? 33 and a third from the 3. And incidentally, that's 4 of 12. And then from the free throw line, boy, it's a tough night. They can hit the 20.5 foot mark, but they can't hit the 15.5, as they are 2 of 7, shooting just 28% as a team from the free throw line. We're going to take another 3-minute break. When we come back, we'll be glancing at some of the action that took place earlier today here at the McLaughlin Center when the ladies got the doubleheader underway. This is the nightcap, though. And up at the Belt Valley Bank scoreboard, it's the Argos of Providence 44, the Bulldogs of Montana Western 41. We're back in 3 minutes. Don't go away. More of the Benefis Health System halftime show will continue right after this 3-minute timeout.
Max Sports Bar and Casino is maxing out their happy hour from 4 to 7 with $2 off appetizers every night of the week. Now that's a happy hour with maximum value, featuring 12 beers on tap, including 8 craft beers, daily food specials, and of course the famous Max Wings. Now that's truly an affordable and tasty happy hour, all at the Max Sports Bar and Casino inside the Heritage Inn, Great Falls.
Take it to the max.
Great Falls College, MSU, where it all begins. 3.5 million. That's the number of unfilled cybersecurity jobs worldwide by 2021. Great Falls College, MSU is the place that can train you for one of the most important jobs in the IT industry, protecting against cyber threats. GFC MSU is flexible and affordable, and with 1- and 2-year degrees, it's where you'll finish faster so you can get out of college and into the workforce. Find out where it all begins. Visit gfcmsu.edu.
Email is a convenient way to send and receive information, but it can also let advertisers snoop on you. Invisible web bugs in email messages could be monitoring your every click. I'm Dr. Catherine Albrecht, and I'll be back with more in just a moment.
Your search engine is watching you, recording all your searches and creating a massive database of your personal information. That's creepy, but it doesn't have to be that way. Startpage.com is the world's most private search engine. Startpage doesn't store your IP address, make a record of your searches, or use tracking cookies, and they're third-party certified. If you don't like Big Brother spying on you, start over with Startpage. Great search results and total privacy. Startpage.com, the world's most private search engine.
Web bugs, web beacons, pixel tags, and clear GIFs. They have many names, but these tiny invisible image files usually have one purpose only: to track your online behavior. Web bugs are commonly used on web pages, but they can also be embedded in email messages to report exactly when you open a message, the IP address of the computer that read the message, and whether you click on links contained in the message. The best way to fight a web bug invasion is to use a privacy-friendly email service that filters them out. You can also set your email client to block email message images or opt for a text-only email. I'm Dr. Catherine Albrecht. More news and information at catherinealbrecht.com.
McDonald's in Great Falls has 3 locations to serve you, and now with the newest McDonald's on the west side, it is a perfect location to keep you fed while attending your favorite sporting event. If breakfast is what you want, you can get it anytime, day or night at McDonald's. Looking for a job? Stop at any of the 3 McDonald's locations and check in with starting pay starting at $9.50 per hour. McDonald's in Great Falls, proud supporters of the sporting events, and would like to welcome you into the city as you participate in your sporting endeavors. McDonald's in Great Falls with 3 locations to serve you. We're loving it.
And right now the crowd is loving it here at halftime. The Benefis Health System halftime show, where there was some competition out there on the floor with some family fun games vying for, of course, leaders of pop and free season tickets to either the Lady Argos volleyball team or the men when it comes to their hockey. So again, what a great festivity going on here on Pink Night. Wear Pink Night tonight. Proud enough and strong enough to wear, tough enough to wear pink, because bringing up awareness of cancer. And there are plenty of survivors here this evening. So again, back at the McLaughlin Center on the campus of the University of Providence, where the Argo men lead this one 44-41. We've been knotted up at 16, 18, 35, 39, 41. And we've had 6 lead changes so far here this evening. Meanwhile, when it comes to action earlier today, it was the Lady Argos of Providence defeating the Lady Bulldogs of Montana Western 70-41. 16 points by Jenna Randage, 17 by Kennedy Cartwright. Each of those players had at least 3 3-pointers. Yet Bailey Cartwright, one of the 4 players in double figures with 15, and Emily Maldonado paced them with 10. Hazard had 6. You also had 7 from Ezra, and that finishing up the scoring, incidentally, for the Lady Argos earlier tonight. No player in double figures for the Lady Bulldogs of Montana Western, as 9 is as close as they got with Bignell and Meyer. You also had 7 by Holmes, 3 by Mack, 2 by Gopher and Sheridan, and then you had 6 by Worcester, and King ended up with 5. Her only field goal was the first one of the ball game. Other than that, the second half, she went 1 for 4. We're going to take another 60-second break, come back, and when we come back, it'll be the second half, the second 20 minutes of play here at the McLaughlin Center. Well, right now, up at the Belt Valley Bank scoreboard, Argos 44, Bulldogs 41. Back at 60 with more after this timeout.
At Benefis Sletten Cancer Institute, our focus is your fight and what you're fighting to get back to. And we're here to fight alongside you every step of the way, from screening through survivorship. At Benefis, we're proud to stay on the cutting edge of care so our neighbors, family, and friends can get world-class cancer treatments close to home. A tradition of advanced care. Learn more at benefis.org.
Think about it. Caesar Saturdays with college football. Champagne Sundays with NFL games. Margarita Mondays with homemade mix. Not your average casino. It's the Cash Out Casino. The one that's well lit, safe, and secure. Don't just go gamble. Go for the experience. Yes! Demand more from your gaming experience. Cash Out Casino, 1308 10th Avenue South.
As the Benefis Health System halftime show winds itself down, what a great time of the year, though. It's postseason already for Class A, B, and C around north central Montana, the Treasure State. AA has final 2 weekends, as does the Frontier Conference. Yes, the Argos. They're here again tomorrow night. Plus, they have a week from tomorrow night, their senior night, and their 4th and final game in as many as 2 weekends to finish out the Frontier Conference well above 500. As a matter of fact, college action coming up tomorrow besides the University of Providence here at home facing Rocky Mountain College at 5:30 and 7:30. Will also be the Bobcat Grizz game. That's right. Now, the ladies play at 2. You can hear the game right here on 102.7. The men play at 7, and you can hear that game on our sister station, which is Fox Sports Radio. There's 2 ways to listen, AM 1400 or 98.3 FM. But also tomorrow on Fox Sports Radio at 2 p.m. will be the Great Falls High Bison, the Lady Bison, as they host the Lady Bronx of Billings Senior in the old Great Falls High Gymnasium. So again, a lot to look forward to tomorrow as we have continued coverage on our sister station, News Talk 1450, 97.5 FM of the District 8C over at the Swarthout Fieldhouse. There's the official whistle, and Fowler puts it in play. And we're underway for the final 20 minutes of a doubleheader. It's the nightcap. Argos lead at 44-41 with Darko Kelly, the intended receiver. And Hashley tried to put it on the floor as opposed to alley-oop, and that's what Kelly was looking for, was the alley-oop. And a really nice slam. But instead, ball was kicked out. It's Argos back in action with Kelly. Kelly with the screen. Pull-up jumper, free throw line, not there. Almost a collision, but the ball tipped out of the hands and into Clark now as Montana Western has their first opportunity to put it to put that thing, by the way, within one, and they do so. That's Burkhart with the 2 on the assists by Boone. And the Argos lead is cut to 1, 44-43. Just underway here in the second half. Not even a minute has gone by. A feed to Hashley, now to Cotton. Cotton drives the lane, tries to get that 2 back, partially blocked. And it's off the fingertips of Cotton. Nice block that time by Burkhart on the denial. So here comes Jones. Jones now on dribble for Montana Western. Behind the back. Nice little pass in down low to Burkhart. Burkhart goes to Clark, and it's going to be deflected out of bounds, and it'll still be Montana Western basketball. So now Clark will inbound. Clark on the baseline for the Bulldogs. Shakes his head like a pitcher says no to the sign. Finally, Jones moves, gets himself open. Now gives to Boone. Boone pull-up jumper off the glass and in. Our 7th lead change tonight. As Boone drops in the 2, and all of a sudden, Argos are down by 1, 45-44, and yet to score here in the second half. Fowler wants to redeem himself. Three-pointer bingo. Fowler gets the lead back to the Argos up 47-45. 18-28, just barely into the second half. Here comes Clark. Clark looking for Jones. Finally kicks it to him out in front court. Jones penetrates, cut off by Hashley. Gives underneath to Burkhart. Burkhart's going to be blocked by Kelly, and Hashley comes down with it. To Cotton. Cotton to Stokes. Stokes couldn't get the alley-oop. Instead, he throws it up, and it is not anywhere close that he had hoped for. That time, Cotton had Stokes up on the alley, but there was only an oop, and that was it. And we've got a whistle with a traveling call on Jones. Fowler was letting Jones do all kind of fancy footwork, but it was too fancy. And it's a turnover against Montana Western. Argos with the lead over the Bulldogs, 47-45. Kelly wants a 3 from long distance, AT&T. Pow, can't get it. Down court after one shot. Here comes Boone. Boone pulls up inside the lane. 47 apiece. 47 all on Cedric Boone's 11th point. That's right, he has 7 in the first half. Give to Stokes. Stokes around the shoehorn, inside the lane. Argos with a 2-point lead. Up 49-47 as we're trading baskets inside the lane. Inside to Burkhart. Burkhart with a whistle and a foul that time on Kelly. Burkhart will be at the free throw line as it was just short of going up and laying that one in as Kelly came across, and that is his first personal foul, team foul number 1 this half. Burkhart settles in for a 2-shot foul. The 6'7" senior is from Firth, Idaho. Went to Clark College his first 2 years and now finishing out on the transfer at Montana Western, just across the border. That was the first team foul and the first personal against the Argos. Darko Kelly. Free throw line Burkhart. This one up, and we're at 49 all. So he gets the first one to go, and he gets the second one to go. And now it's 49 apiece. here early on in the second half. Kelly with the ball on dribble, works it down court, feeds to Fowler. Now give to Kelly with a pull-up jumper. Got the bank, and he'll be at the free throw line shooting for 3. That's the third personal foul on Cedric Boone. The entertainer will come out on the first team foul as well against the Bulldogs. Kelly's up, Kelly's in. That's Kelly's first 2, make that 3 in the second half. Argos open up a lead, 52-49. So each team has scored right now 8 points in this second half. Inside the lane, ball's going to be tied up by Fowler. Fowler gets the steal for the Argos. Down court, gives to Kelly. Cross court to Cotton, open for a 3-pointer, rims out no good. Rebound into the hands of Haverfield. After one shot, here comes Montana Western down court. Feed down low to Howell. A 3-pointer on the way, but it's not there. Hashley down court to Cotton on a 1-on-3. Cotton tries to drive the lane though, pulls up the lane, and he gets it to go. Brandon Cotton's first field goal. The lead is 5 now. Argos up 54-49, 16-19 on the clock. Here comes Clark. Clark and DeRocher working the front court. Clark feeds it over to Jones. Jones for a 3-pointer. Bingo! James Jones, 10 points on the night. That's his second 3. Cuts it to 2, down 54-52. Here comes Cotton. Stocks tried to go inside to Hashley. Hashley on the floor. We've got a whistle, and is it a whistle and a foul, or is it just it's a whistle and a foul on DeRocher. Derek DeRocher picks up whistle number 1, team foul number 2. And it'll be Argo basketball underneath their own bucket. Who's going to inbound? Cotton does. Cotton gets ready for the inbound. Feeds it, gives it to Hashley. Now to Fowler. Fowler back to Cotton on the baseline. He's being doubled, so he gets rid of it. Kicks it to Fowler. He's got the 3 on the way, partially blocked. Stocks can't get it, and it's going to go the other way. Stocks couldn't quite get to that 3-point miss. Partially blocked, though, by Fowler. So here comes now Kearns in the ball game. He'll come in for Haverfield. At the 15:42 mark here in the game, 2-point ball game. Bulldogs have it down by 2. Down 54-52. Clark making his way down court, taking his time. As the shot clock gets down to 20, he finally gets there. Deep in the corner, he goes to Jones. Jones just nailed a 3 from there, but he's going to bring it out topside and draw a whistle and a foul. And that'll be Fowler, who he was right there. Dawson was a Fowler. Team foul number 2 against both ball clubs. Montana Western inbounding baseline. Clark trying to go to Kearns. Finally goes to Howell. Howell taking on Hashley. So Howell and Hashley going head to head on the baseline. So now inbounding will be Clark. Clark looking for some place to go. Finally he does so. Feeds to Kearns. Kearns to James. James penetrates. Step back 3. No. Inside the lane 1. Instead he kicks it over to Clark for a 3-pointer, but it's not there. Ball tipped into the hands of Clark. Montana Western with a fresh 20. Jones inside. Pull-up jumper from the free throw line. Can't go. Rebound. Too much on it. Hit the back of the rim. Here comes Kelly. Kelly for the Argos tries to race in, but he can't beat everybody down court. So instead, it'll be Argo basketball as a whistle of the foul. That is number 3 on Max Clark. Number 3 team-wise also for Montana Western. As Jones will come out, back in is Boone. Kelly from the 3-point range, bingo! Kelly from deep at the corner baseline. And it's a 5-point lead now. But Montana Western wants to erase that. Kelly gets the defensive board. That 3 taken by Boone. And Kelly gets it down court as he goes to Cotton. Argos have the ball and up 57-52. 4:10:33 on the clock. Kick it out front court. Stocks. Stocks takes it in. One-handed lay-in. Stocks with one of those in-the-lane floaters. Argos up by 7, 59-52, their largest lead thus far. 14:15 remaining. Second half action. Feed to Howell. Howell's posting up high. Ashley's waiting for him at the free throw line. He'll give to Kearns. Kearns takes it all the way in. It's going to be rejected by Kelly. So that'll stop the clock at 14:04 as Clark will come out. Back in is Jones after a Gatorade break. Inbounding will be Boone. Goes to Jones. Jones looks at a three, then thinks twice. He's got Kelly in front of him. Kelly cuts off Jones. Kicks it out to Boone. Boone has a three on the way. Back of the rim, not in. Rebound goes to Fowler, who hands off quickly to Kelly. Already down court is Cotton on the baseline. Cotton keeps the ball. Stripped from behind, though. Taken right out of a pickpocket that time by Boone. Boone down court now from Montana Western. Takes it inside. Oh, look away behind the back to Howell. Probably one of the prettiest passes you're going to see on the assist that time by Boone. That cuts it to 5, 59-54. 13:23 on the clock. Second half action. Kelly maintains dribble, baseline, double team, pulls up a whistle and a foul. And we've got immediate timeout on the floor. That, incidentally, was the third personal foul on James Jones for Montana Western. Let's take the break. Let's step away. Up at the Bell Valley Bank scoreboard, 13:17 remains here in the second half. It's the Argos 59, the Bulldogs 54. We are back in 60 with more right after this timeout.
When disaster strikes, you want to know there is something to fall back on. Serving you today, there for tomorrow. Cascade Farmers Mutual Insurance, a Grinnell Mutual partner, has been offering home and farm insurance plans for all kinds of disasters since 1913. Get the coverage you need now from the people you know will be there when you need them the most. With local agents all over the state, Cascade Farmers Mutual Insurance should be your first call for proper insurance coverage that you need. Contact them today. Trust in tomorrow. Cascade Farmers Mutual, a Grinnell Mutual partner.
Welcome to the biggest thing in tacos since tacos. Introducing the Taco Perfecto from Taco John's. That's right, we said it, perfecto, Spanish for perfect. We designed it with an extra long shell to give you the best bite every bite. Choose between seasoned beef, grilled chicken, or upgrade to hand-carved sirloin steak. Sure, it was hard to perfect, but it's easy to eat. The Taco Perfecto, Taco John's. Bigger, bolder, better.
It's the Benefis Health System Game of the Week. As we come back, to action, it'll be Kelly at the free throw line shooting a couple on the third personal foul on James Jones, that 6'4" junior out of Chicago. He's got 2 to shoot. Extend the lead from 5 to 6. Can't get it done this time out. That's his third missed free throw. And he'll get one more. Darko Kelly for the Argos. This time he puts the right arc on it. Gets one of 2, and it's a 6-point difference. That's 2 threes. As Jones takes it all the way in just to kick it out to Haverfield. Haverfield to Rocher. Each of those incidentally have a three-pointer to their credit. As now Boone. Boone looking for some place as the shot clock goes down to 12. Pull-up jumper that time by Jones inside the lane. And we've got a timeout on the floor, so we're going to take a break. Head coach Steve Keller did not like the defense that his team has put out there on the floor, so let's take the other. 12:49 remaining in the half. I should say the ball game at second half action. Up at the Bell Valley Bank scoreboard, it's the Argos 60, Bulldogs 56. Back after this 60-second timeout.
McDonald's in Great Falls has 3 locations to serve you, and now with the newest McDonald's on the west side, it is a perfect location to keep you fed while attending your favorite sporting event. If breakfast is what you want, you can get it anytime, day or night at McDonald's. Looking for a job? Stop at any of the 3 McDonald's locations and check in with starting pay starting at $9.50 per hour. McDonald's in Great Falls, proud supporters of the sporting events, and would like to welcome you into the city as you participate in your sporting endeavors. McDonald's in Great Falls with 3 locations to serve you. We're loving it.
Do you have a Class A or Class B CDL license, like to help people, and are looking for a rewarding job with a growing team? Then look no further than the strength and reliability of an Ox. Ox & Son Towing and Recovery is looking for the right CDL towing and transport driver to join their team. Knowledge of the industry is a plus, but is not needed. CDL is a must. They are willing to train the right applicant. Call Ox with Ox & Son Towing at 406-868-4142 for more information.
12:49 remains in this one. Second half action. Argos lead is 4, 60-56. Head coach Steve Keller expressed his dislike for the actual defense that was put out on the floor, and definitely wanted to change things up as far as his roster is concerned. So as they go inside to Hashley will feed it to Fowler. He's underneath the ball, underneath the lane, and Fowler will put it up and in. That time Fowler was on a mismatch, but he had the advantage with the hops all the way down court, and Jones answers that one. Jones got a couple more as he's headed toward 20. Alley-oop to Hashley. It's underneath. All tipped out of bounds. So there was a lot of oop. A lot of oop that time. Not much of an alley. The ball tipped out. It'll be Argo basketball. That's the second personal foul on Tanner Haverfield, by the way. Argos to inbound off the 5th team foul against Montana Western. Cotton to inbound, looking for someplace, goes to Starks. Starks inside the lane, kicks it back out to Fowler. He races toward the hoop. He's cut off. Now he'll kick it out to Kelly. Shot clock is down at 12, and Jones will be picking up his 4th personal foul, trying to guard Darko Kelly. Clock is at 12:09 as Jones comes out. Back in is Clark. 20 on the shot clock. Inbound goes to Kelly deep in the corner. He gives it inside to Hashley. Big mismatch as Hashley, as he's facing Devontae Eason, 6'4" junior, puts it right over the top of him. That's 17 points. 17, incidentally, for the sophomore himself. Hashley, just a sophomore out of Glacier High School, who won the state AA as a senior. Ball's tipped out of bounds by Hashley. So it'll still be Montana Western basketball. So Montana Western will inbound. Montana Western inbounding baseline, looking for someplace to go. Ball comes into play. Haverfield on the left wing. Haverfield out to Clark. Montana Western puts it in motion, trying to work the horseshoe. As they work it around. Shot clock down to 4 before finally a 3 is taken, but not making by Clark. Rebound after one shot. Here come the Argos, leading it by 6, 64-58. And now we've got a traveling call on Cotton as he went to take a 3 and he went up in the air. And of course, jumping right in front of him that time was Boone. And a turnover. So Clark will come out. Back in is Currington on the substitution for the Argos. 11:20 on the clock. That's all that's left in this nightcap, by the way. The doubleheader that started out with a big win, 70-41, Lady Argos over the Lady Bulldogs. Right now, Montana Western down by a half dozen with the ball. A feed inside now to Burkhart. Burkhart head-to-head against Hashley. Kicks it out to Haverfield. He'll pump fake. Now to Boone. He'll penetrate in. Pull-up jumper inside the lane. Not enough on it. Rebound Hashley. Argos have it now with that 6-point lead. Kelly with the ball. Left wing. Cross-court pass to Fowler. Fowler dribbles in. Cut off. Hashley Pump fake on a 3, waves everybody inside, and Darko Kelly beats everybody to the hoop. What a throw that time by Hashley. Almost ready to give him the 2, but he got the assist. 10.5 remaining. Almost coming down to the midway point of no return. As Boone has it, down by 8. Montana Western, a whistle and a foul. So Jackson Hashley picks up whistle number 2. He will come out. In the ball game is the Bees, as Hashley will get a nice round of applause as he exits with 2 and 17 points on the evening. 15 of those came in the first half. Inbound, and we've got a whistle and a foul as Stokes, I should say Stocks, will put Boone to the floor. That stops the clock at 10:22 remaining in an 8-point ball game. Free throw line will be Boone. Cedric the Entertainer Boone. You could say it's Cedric the Entertainer Daniel Boone at the free throw line. Shooting 2. First one up and the first one in. Boone's a 6'1" senior out of Minnetonka, Minnesota. Second one, also good. So now here comes the Argos, down up by 6, up 66-60 with Kelly on dribble. Waves everybody off to the right, takes it left wing. He's going head-to-head against DeRocher. And DeRocher makes him get rid of it to Fowler. Shot clock is down to 12. Now back to Kelly. Feeds it to Fowler for a 3-pointer. Not there. Ball tipped into the hands of Burkhart. Burkhart wants to run with it. Goes to Clark. Clark down court to Boone. 9:50. That's all that's left is 9:50. From behind, stolen away by Kelly. Kelly has DeRocher in front of him. Takes it all the way in. Lays it up and in. Kelly gives the Argos an 8-point lead, up 68-60 with 9:35 remaining. Now here comes Boone for Montana Western. Bulldogs have it. Trying to give and go. The old John Stockton, Karl Malone, but now we've got a whistle and a foul. And it'll be against Fowler. Fowler picks up a whistle. That's his second and team foul number 5 this half. 9:26 remaining. Providence up 68-60. Montana Western. Inbounding, Clark looking to go somewhere, and he does so as he goes to Burkhart. Now to DeRocher. DeRocher bounce pass to Dirk Burkhart. Burkhart on the baseline with a one-handed nice little soft touch, but too soft. Hit the rim, came into the hands of Fowler. So Fowler will give off to Kelly, and one shot on goal, that's it. The Bees gets the feed down low. He's going head-to-head against Burkhart. He'll one-hander, and he goes right over the top of Burkhart. 10-point difference. Largest separation as Howland Jones gets ready to come back in. Montana Western down by 10, 70-60. As they feed it left side. To kick it out now to Haverfield. Haverfield takes it in, stripped out of his hands. And they're going to say that it's Bulldog basketball. 8:43 remaining. Time is running out now for Montana Western to get a rally going as they're down by 10, 70-60. Howell will come back in as Boone will inbound now for the Bulldogs. Everybody's set. There's the slap of the ball, baseline. Goes to Jones. Jones quickly looks off the 3. Takes his man in. Pull-up jumper, though. Can't get it to fall. Instead, Kelly picks up the defensive rebound, keeps it himself. Darko Kelly, look away to Fowler. Penetrates in, takes it in, lays it up. Looks like he was going to go left with a pass. Instead, he left-handed up and in. Argos extend the lead to 12, up 72-60. Boone to Howell. Howell, top side, DeRocher. DeRocher penetrates in, pull-up jumper himself, off the glass, but not in. One shot, here comes the Argos. Down court, Fowler for a 3-pointer, bingo! And that'll draw a timeout just like that in any ball game by head coach Mike Larson. Up at the Belt Valley Bank scoreboard, 8:02 remaining. It's the Argos of Providence 75, the Bulldogs of Montana Western 60. We're back in 60 right after this timeout.
Great Falls College MSU, where it all begins. 3.5 million. That's the number of unfilled cybersecurity jobs worldwide by 2021. Great Falls College MSU is the place that can train you for one of the most important jobs in the IT industry, protecting against cyber threats. GFC MSU is flexible and affordable, and with 1- and 2-year degrees, it's where you'll finish faster so you can get out of college and into the workforce. Find out where it all begins. Visit gfcmsu.edu.
Real pizza starts with real food. Howard's Pizza, high-powered pizza. Tonight everybody's in the mood for Howard's Pizza, high-powered pizza. Dine in, take out delivery. We do a little more just to make sure your pizza's hot. We bring the whole oven to your door. Real pizza starts with real food. Howard's Pizza, high-powered pizza. We bring the power of Howard's to you. Call Howard's Pizza now.
As the Argos take the court now with a 15-point lead, the Montana Western Bulldogs will be not only facing the 15-point deficit, but the clock as well, as we're down to 8 minutes left in this one. Frontier Conference regular season winding itself down. Final 4, this is one of those 4. Inside the lane is Clark. He goes to Howell. Howell one-hands it, puts too much on it. Came right off in front to Fowler. Fowler one-hands it down to Currington. As here come the Argos. Stolen away by Clark. Clark down court now. He's going to alley-oop it to Howell. Howell's going to feed it over left side, but it's stolen away by Currington. Down court to Thabees. Thabees alley-oop to Fowler, but it's tipped into the hands of Currington. He puts it up, and it's a fight for the ball. And a whistle and a foul on Thabees as Haverfield comes down court. Just a scramble up and down the court, both ends for both ball clubs. About 4 turnovers apiece. And that took a little over 30 seconds as Currington will come out. Back in his stocks. Howell is back out now for Montana Western. Back in is Burkland. Burkhart. 7:29 remain. Bulldogs have it down by 15, 75-60. Remember, they led by as much as 5 points at one time. Up off the glass. Rims out, no good that time by Clark. One shot. Not too many offensive rebounds for the Bulldogs so far here in the second half. Argos have it. Clock winding down to 7:10. Up 75-60. Work in the front court and the time. Shot clock down to 14. As they go inside, it's up and it's in, that time by Darko Kelly. 2 passes quickly by the Argos, who went to Hashley and then it went to Kelly just like that. Down court, here comes Jones. Jones will put it up, and a whistle and a foul. So it's a 2-shot foul that time. 3rd personal foul on Dawson Fowler. He'll pick up whistle number 3 on Jones. Jones is playing with 4, and he's got a 2-shot foul. Trying to cut into that 17-point deficit. His first one is up, and his first one is in. Jones, in the first half anyway, was 3 for 5. And now he's sitting at 4 for 6. 6:50 remaining in this ball game. The nightcap of this doubleheader. At the free throw line is Jones, and Jones makes good use of those free throws. And it's 77-62. Kelly facing pressure all the way down court as he faces Clark. He'll hit the top of the key, and then he'll feed down low to Hashley. Hashley on the baseline, shot clock at 15, and we've got a whistle and a foul away from the ball. It'll be a single bonus, as that's the 7th team foul against both ball clubs. Both teams into the single bonus at this point. And it's number 4 on Max Clark, who was holding Kelly on the baseline. So Kelly for the Argos at the free throw line, shooting a single bonus 1 and 1. The teams will not rest easy on this one. It's on its way, and it is in. As Kelly is 2 out of his last 3, 3 out of his last 4 at the free throw line. Just over 6.5 remaining. The lead is 16. It can be 17 following this one by Kelly. And it is. Montana Western Bulldogs. Tough row to hoe. Jones wants to put it on his shoulders. He'll give it to Boone. Boone dribbles it in. Goes to Burkhart, and Burkhart just steps in as Hashley came out to meet him. And the Bulldogs work the inside lane, work the paint, get the 2. Here comes Kelly. He's set for a three-pointer, but it's back of the rim, not in. Stocks gets the offensive board. A rare OB. Back to Hashley. Hashley looking for some place. He's caught up in the corner. Shot clock down to 10. He's inside the lane and kicks it out in front court to Cotton. Shot clock at 5 as Cotton dribbles in, and a whistle and a foul on the floor as Kelly comes in and helps little Cotton up. 5:51 on the clock. Cotton at the free throw line. He's only got 1 field goal, but boy, he was bound and determined to get in there, dissect the little Bulldog, and drop in the 2. So he'll be at the free throw line shooting a couple. Here comes the first, and it is on its way in. Brandon Cotton, 5'10" senior from Tacoma, Washington, picks up his 3rd point. Substitution, looks like Clark and Haverfield will come out. Back into the ball game is Kearns, and he'll come in with DeRocher. Bulldog substitute. Cotton's second one rims out, no good. There's Burkhart with a defensive rebound. Outlet pass over to Boone. Boone down court, free throw line. Now backs out, works the perimeter. Goes to Jones. Jones wants to penetrate in, double teamed. Turnaround fadeaway jump shot and got it to go. Just enough on it. Where Jones is looking at 20 and we're going to take a 60. Let's step away up at the Belt Valley Bank scoreboard. 5:34 remains in this one. And it's the Argos 80, the Bulldogs 66. We're back in 60 after this 60-second timeout.
So you need a place to stay like home and away. Place where you can just unwind.
Did you know Staybridge Suites has free evening receptions? So at the end of the day, you can get a bite to eat and just relax. Because nothing is more relaxing than free. This is huge, people. Staybridge Suites, hugely different. Visit StaybridgeSuites.com/Great Falls MT and book your next room to relaxation.
Staybridge Suites, your home on the road.
Want to make your home a more comfortable place but don't think you can afford a top brand heating and cooling system? Well, Carrier has the right solutions for every budget. When you turn to your Carrier expert, they'll show you our full lineup of best-in-class home comfort systems and help you pick the one that best fits into your home budget. Because in this economy, who couldn't use a little more comfort? Carrier. Turn to the experts.
For over 30 years of commitment to Carrier, contact A.T. Clemens for a free estimate. 452-9541.
5:34 remaining in this contest. It's the nightcap of our doubleheader. The Lady Argos defeated the Lady Bulldogs 70-41. Shooting roughly 50-50 from three-point range. And that was the dagger, was the three-point shot. Otherwise, it was a pretty decent game, close all the way down through most of the third quarter. Darko Kelly for a three-pointer, bingo! He opens up after the timeout, giving the Argos now a 17-point lead again, up 83-66. Jones with the ball. Jones for Montana Western. Behind the back, penetrates in, lays it up, and up off the glass it is. So James Jones gets the 2. As Stocks holds up now for the Argos. Penetrates in, throws head-to-head against Burkhart, and Burkhart gets the best. Burkhart gets the defensive rebound off the miss. Here comes Boone. Down court, he goes to Jones. Jones wants to penetrate. Takes it in the lane. Goes it up to Burkhart. Burkhart's going to lose it. It's going to be tipped out of bounds off of the hands of Burkhart. Burkhart says he didn't touch it. But they're going to turn it over nonetheless, as the Bulldogs will have a missed opportunity that time because the ball went right into the hands. It looked like it went right into the hands of Burkhart, but it went right through him as well. And a turnover against Montana Western. 4.5 remains in a 15-point ball game, 83-68. Argos up into Hashley, kicks it to Fowler. Fowler's got a 3 on the way. Oh, and it bounced off the glass into the hands of Kelly for like a nice little off the glass into the hands of Kelly bank shot. 85-68. Argos look to improve now to 23-6 as Jones goes in and he lays it up. Jones wants to put it on his shoulder. He's trading buckets. Still a 15-point deficit, but he's trading buckets with the Argos. Argos with the ball. Look away shot that time by Cotton. And now all of a sudden here come the Bulldogs on the run. It's Boone from the free throw line. He can't get that one to go. Rebound Burked out, but it's tipped out. Last touch by Kelly. Head coach Steve Keller wants to take a timeout. So let's take the timeout. Let's take the break. 3:35 remaining here in this contest. Friday Night Fun. As we look up at the Bilt Valley Bank scoreboard, it reads the Argos 85, the Bulldogs 70. We're back in 60 right after this timeout.
Think about it. Caesar Saturdays with college football. Champagne Sundays with NFL games. Margarita Mondays with homemade mix. Not your average casino. It's the Cash Out Casino. The one that's well lit, safe, and secure. Don't just go gamble. Go for the experience. Yes, demand more from your gaming experience. Cash Out Casino, 1308 10th Avenue South.
Fort Benson, where the West was born. With so much history to see, you're going to need a break. Visit the Clubhouse, a delicious local hotspot where all the best games, drinks, and food come together in one comfortable, low-key sports bar. Sit back and enjoy an ice-cold drink. Take a bite out of a Reuben, French dip, or a juicy burger. Just few of the local favorites. Take advantage of 2-for-1 drink specials, happy hour, and lunch specials. Weekdays at the Clubhouse in Fort Benson, where everyone is treated like a local.
3:35 remains in this one between the University of Providence and the University of Montana Western out of Dillon. Bulldogs have the ball down 85-70. As Montana Western inbounds, it'll be Boone. Boone goes to Burkhart, right back to Boone, left side baseline. He's in the corner, kicks it around the horseshoe, goes to Jones. Jones gives it to DeRocher for a three-pointer, but it's off the mark, no good. Ball kicked into the hands of Fowler, and Fowler is quickly whistled. He'll be at the free throw line shooting a 1-and-1. That's team foul number 8. Make that 9 against Montana Western. And it'll be the second personal foul on Derek DeRocher. So now it's Hackashack and hope to find somebody shooting the low free throw percentage just to get the ball back. The Argos don't fill the lanes. Shots up by Fowler. It's up and it's in. That's his first free throw here this evening. Got a couple of threes. He's got 4 deuces. He's out of Belgrade. And he's got one more on the way to make it a 17-point lead, but he gets only 1 of 2. So the clock reads John 3:16. As Montana Western works it around the horseshoe. They feed inside to Burkhart. Out now to Kearns for a three-pointer. Bingo! So Kearns hits a 3. A timeout is called, so let's step away. As it looks like the Bulldogs have cut it to 13. Up at the Bilt Valley Bank scoreboard, 3:08 remains in this one. It's the Argos of the University of Providence 86. The Bulldogs of the University of Montana Western 73. We're back after this timeout.
Do you have a Class A or Class B CDL license, like to help people, and are looking for a rewarding job with a growing team? Then look no further than the strength and reliability of an Ox. Ox & Son Towing and Recovery is looking for the right CDL towing and transport driver to join their team. Knowledge of the industry is a plus, but is not needed. CDL is a must. They are willing to train the right applicant. Call Ox with Ox & Son Towing at 406-868-4142 for more information.
You've been working all day and you're meeting friends. Take it to the max.
The Max Sports Bar and Casino is maxing out their happy hour from 4 to 7 with $2 off appetizers every night of the week. Now that's a happy hour with maximum value, featuring 12 beers on tap, including 8 craft beers, daily food specials, and of course the famous Max Wings. Now that's truly an affordable and tasty happy hour, all at the Max Sports Bar and Casino inside the Heritage Inn, Great Falls.
Take it to the max.
And welcome back to the McLaughlin Center, everyone, as the ball is tipped in and Fowler has it in backcourt. He's double teamed. It's going to be to Kelly as a nice save by Montana Western, but here comes Hashley. Hashley's going to lay it up. It won't go, but there's Kelly to follow as Montana Western. As DeRocher has it, Clark, pump fake to Boone. Boone's got a three-pointer. It rims out no good. Rebound to Kelly. As down court with 2:26 on the clock. Argos lead at 88-73. The Bulldogs have stepped it up a notch when it comes to the full court pressure. Man-to-man even on the inside. Shot clock down to 7 as they go to Hashley down underneath. Hashley's going to lay it up one-handed as he got by Kearns that time on a bit of a mismatch. That's 19 tonight by Hashley. Kicking it out front court. Boone races toward the hoop, throws it up, and he'll be knocked to the floor by Stocks. Under 2 left to play in this one. 17, still a 17-point deficit. As at the free throw line is Boone. Boone was knocked down by Stocks. Stocks picks up his third personal foul, team foul number 8. Hashley gets another round of applause, a 19-point ball game for the gunman. As Boone at the free throw line is actually 2 of 3 this evening. .156 remains. Across the 10-second line. That's Kelly to Fowler. As the Argos, up by 16, have this game well in hand. And they're just confined. Oh my goodness. A three-pointer from Darko Kelly, way beyond the arc for one thing, and then it danced around everything for another. I mean, it hit the iron. It hit the backboard, and then it dropped on through. Whistle to foul on Fowler. As Fowler just picked up his 4th personal foul after Darko Kelly just picked up, I think, his 30th point. He'll come out of the ball game with the Bees. Now making an appearance is Rashid Butler, the 6-foot freshman out of Portland. From the free throw line, after the 4th personal foul on Fowler, is Jones. Jones puts it up. Fowler gets the rebound as Jones got the miss. Jones well into his 20s as well. Feed to Schilling. Sheed. He'll go to Butler. Butler has it stolen away, and he gets it right back. Argos have it with 1:10 remaining. Fowler. Schilling. Schilling Jr. wants a three-pointer off the glass, no good. Rebound. Here comes Montana Western with less than a minute left to play. It's DeRocher for Montana Western to Boone. Boone, he's got a 3 on the way. Front of the rim, no good. Fowler with the defensive rebound. And that should be it, as both teams kind of back off with a 15-point difference. Or make that, I'm sorry, a 19-point difference. 93-74 is your score. Schilling out in front court to Butler. There's about a 20-second difference in the shot clock and the game clock. Butler to Olsen. Olsen in the ball game. He has it stripped out of his hands. It's stolen away by Kearns. Kearns, he will give off, go into Jones, and Jones will lay it up and in with 21.8 left to play. That most likely will be the final score as the final 16 seconds tick off the clock. It's Currington out in front court getting a fist buff from Boone. Final 7 as the Argos will get the win. Everybody else is headed over to the benches, and so does Currington. Still 1 second, and here it is. As 93-76 is your final score. The lights go up on the backboards, and this one is all over as far as the doubleheader is concerned. Still one more this weekend and 2 more next. 3 games of the Frontier Conference, and then it's postseason. Well, let's get to the postgame show, the Benefice Health System postgame show. We'll be back in 3 minutes with your final score up at the Belt Valley Bank scoreboard. Argos 93, Bulldogs 76. We're back after this 3-minute timeout.
At Benefice Health System, our purpose is your health. Because when you're healthy, you don't have to miss out on the moments that matter. The moments that renew your spirit and warm your heart. At Benefice, we're the team that cares about you while we care for you. Because we're not just healthcare specialists. We're your neighbors and friends. And we want to get you back to doing what you love with the people you love. A tradition of advanced care. Learn more at benefice.org.
When disaster strikes, you want to know there is something to fall back on. Serving you today, there for tomorrow. Cascade Farmers Mutual Insurance, a Grinnell mutual partner, has been offering home and farm insurance plans for all kinds of disasters since 1913. Get the coverage you need now from the people you know will be there when you need them the most. With local agents all over the state, Cascade Farmers Mutual Insurance should be your first call for proper insurance coverage that you need. Contact them today. Trust in tomorrow. Cascade Farmers Mutual, a Grinnell mutual partner.
Welcome to the biggest thing in tacos since tacos. Introducing the Taco Perfecto from Taco John's. That's right, we said it, perfecto, Spanish for perfect. We designed it with an extra long shell to give you the best bite every bite. Choose between seasoned beef, grilled chicken, or upgrade to hand-carved sirloin steak. Sure, it was hard to perfect, but it's easy to eat. The Taco Perfecto from Taco John's. Bigger, bolder, better.
Great Falls College MSU, where it all begins. 3.5 million. That's the number of unfilled cybersecurity jobs worldwide by 2021. Great Falls College MSU is the place that can train you for one of the most important jobs in the IT industry, protecting against cyber threats. GFC MSU is flexible and affordable, and with 1- and 2-year degrees, it's where you'll finish faster so you can get out of college and into the workforce. Find out where it all begins. Visit gfcmsu.edu.
McDonald's in Great Falls has 3 locations to serve you, and now with the newest McDonald's on the west side, it is a perfect location to keep you fed while attending your favorite sporting event. If breakfast is what you want, you can get it anytime, day or night at McDonald's. Looking for a job? Stop at any of the 3 McDonald's locations and check in with starting pay starting at $9.50 per hour. McDonald's in Great Falls, proud supporters of the sporting events, and would like to welcome you into the city as you participate in your sporting endeavors. McDonald's in Great Falls with 3 locations to serve you. We're loving it.
Do you have a Class A or Class B CDL license, like to help people, and are looking for a rewarding job with a growing team? Then look no further than the strength and reliability of an Ox. Ox & Son Towing and Recovery is looking for the right CDL towing and transport driver to join their team. Knowledge of the industry is a plus, but is not needed. CDL is a must. They are willing to train the right applicant. Call Ox with Ox & Son Towing at 406-868-4142 for more information.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Benefice Health System postgame show. We're being joined by head coach Steve Keller for the University of Providence, who really pulled away at the end, winning it by 17-93-76. And head coach, it was pretty impressive back and forth in the first half to pull it out like you did.
Yeah, we played good the second half. We didn't guard very well the first half, and I felt like we guarded a lot better the second half, but still not. I mean, we scored 93 points, you know, and I didn't think we played well, but we got Darko Kelly, who had his career-high 40-point game.
Yeah, 40 points, and that's both inside and outside. Well, how do you give him credit for that?
Well, we just moved him to the point, and he's so much harder to guard at the point than he is any other time. And he had 40 points, 13 rebounds, 7 assists, and no turnovers. So can't ask for much more than that.
Well, especially with following up on missed shots by other players where he's right there to tip it in as well.
Yeah, if he would do that more often, he'd score a lot more points. We just can't get him to do it all the time.
Okay, so now you get this big win here this evening. Now, of course, tomorrow, Rocky Mountain College, those Battling Bears, and that's no easy task. That's not something to look past.
No, and they've only won 1 game, and they're at Northern tonight, 1 game in league. But they're well coached and they're desperate for a win, so they're going to come in here and play hard. I didn't feel like we showed up in the first half tonight. We weren't focused and locked in like we have been, and we did the second half, but we need to get after it early.
Did you go to your bench as often as you'd like to and use many players and stuff?
No, we didn't. We kind of left them in there a little bit more than I wanted to, but we got to do it what the game dictates.
And of course, the dictation down low with Hashley taking on Howell. Those are two big bodies down there.
Oh, absolutely. And Hashley's played good too. He was 19-9 with 6 assists. He's a great passer. And everybody's playing good. We've had a heck of a season. That's 22 wins now, and we just got to hopefully win tomorrow night, and then we got 2 left and see what happens.
All right. Well, we're definitely going to let you enjoy this evening, and we'll see you tomorrow night for that Rocky Mountain College game. Okay?
Thank you.
You bet. Head coach Steve Keller in the Benefits Health System postgame show. And we look forward to, of course, that game tipping off tomorrow night as it did this evening at 7:30. We'll talk about that coming up in a moment. But right now, let's take a glance at, like he mentioned, turnover-wise. The Bulldogs had 13 versus the Argos 7. The Bulldogs shot 40%, 40.8 in the second half, 13 of 32. 30.8 from the three-point range, 2 of 10. And they shot 71.4% from the free throw line at 7 of 9. Argos shot 53.5%, 19 of 33 in the second half, 36% from three-point range, 5 of 13, and shot 50-50